So in high school, I honestly thought that college would be this really boring experience with boring people, and it is sometimes, but I've recently noticed that I've run into a lot of weird people, and I think that I may just attract them, but regardless, I realized that college has given me a lot of strange experiences, specifically in my math class. You would think, like, math class, no one wants to be there, really, no one wants to be there. But honestly, this one kid is like one way too happy to be there. Two, he's talking all the time, out of turn. Nobody wants to hear it. We'll call him Billy because honestly, I never even took the time to really know his name. So we'll call him Billy. This kid, I'm not kidding, is the definition of a redneck. I don't say that to be mean, but I'm not kidding. He has the accent. He has everything. He drives a truck. He's got all of the stereotypes, so that's the only way I can really describe him visually. Now, Billy, I realized in the beginning of the class, was definitely strange from the start. He was always saying things that just did not make sense. He was saying things in the middle of the lecture. You could just tell he was special. Now, about a quarter of the way through the semester, the teacher describes to us that they're having a problem with bugs in the classroom, and she tells us she doesn't want us eating in the classroom anymore. She wants us to go outside during our break to eat. Now, Billy was very upset by this. He immediately decided to announce to the class, "Oh man, does that mean I can't eat my pork rinds?" "No, Billy, that means you cannot eat your pork rinds in class." And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this kid just whipped out a big bag of pork rinds and just started munching on them in the middle of lecture. Now, recently, later on in the semester, I don't know what it is, if it's our low budget or what, but our AC in the class has been having issues, and it's either super hot or super cold in the class. Yes, it's annoying, but no one really complains. Just bring a sweater, whatever. This kid, in the middle of the teacher's lecture, decides to get up, okay, let me reiterate this. He climbs over two tables when he could have walked around it, but of course he decides, oh, look at that, there's a shortcut here. He climbs over two tables, just full on climbs like a monkey over these two tables where students are sitting, mind you, practically steps on their work to get to the AC unit, starts pushing buttons, messing around with it. The teacher is staring at him like, what the heck is happening? Like, what are you doing? Everybody stopped and stared at him. Nobody knows what the heck is going on. He turns around and he goes, oh yeah, I just wanted to mess around with some of the settings here. And he's like looking at his watch. I don't know what his watch held the meaning of life or something, but he's looking at his watch, probably because he has the temperature on his watch, but he's trying to like equalize the temperature in the classroom. I don't know what he was doing, but it was so strange. He just gets up in the middle of class, climbs over tables like a monkey, like we're in the jungle all of a sudden. The teacher stops talking, like, what is even happening? Everybody's freaked out. Nobody knows what's going on. Is he blowing up the AC? What is he doing? And it wasn't like a quick fix, like he just got up for 2 seconds, messed with it, and sat back down. No, he stood up there for a good like 10-15 minutes just messing around with it. The teacher just kind of shrugged and went on with her lesson, because at this point it wasn't abnormal that Billy was the one that got up and climbed over two desks. Now, in the same day, during our break, it's a 3-hour class, so about halfway through the class, we get a break to go outside, do what we need to do, eat, whatever. So I go outside on our break, and it's about 10-15 minutes. I'm sitting outside, I'm listening to music, I don't want anyone to talk to me, I'm refueling my mind from the hell it's been put through in my math class, and I'm just chilling. I'm sitting down outside, I'm chilling, I'm soaking in the sun. Guess who comes outside? Billy. Guess who starts walking towards me? Billy. And I'm sitting there like, please, Billy, don't come over here. Billy, no. Billy, no. Billy, no. But anyway, so Billy's walking towards me. I'm eating Cheez-Its. I'm contemplating shoving my face into my Cheez-Its to try and become non-existent to Billy. But Billy sees me. He's looking right at me. I look at him and I'm thinking, please don't come over here and talk to me. Please, Billy, no. Guess what he does? He comes over and starts talking to me. I'm like, oh, great. So I take out my headphones. I'm like, what, Billy? And he's like, hey, I'm gonna head over to my truck real quick. Could you let the teacher know that I'm gonna be like 10-15 minutes late back from the break? I just don't want her to worry and wonder where I am. And I'm like, yeah, sure, Billy. So break is over. I go back in the class, and guess who misses Billy? Nobody. Nobody asks where he is. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. This is college. Professor doesn't care. He came back about 10 minutes late, whatever. Nobody even blinked when he walked in. Oh, great, Billy's back. Billy's here. Let's see how many desks he crawls over this time. So another incident that kind of stood out to me with Billy was the fact that there was a time in class nobody thought it was a big deal. Billy thought it was a big deal. The teacher lost her pen under a pile of papers. She was in the middle of doing a lecture. She lost her pen. She couldn't find it. And Billy just thinks this is the funniest thing he's ever seen. He goes, oh my god, look at her. She can't find her pen. Look at, she can't find her pen. She's looking for her pen. She's looking under her paper. She can't find her pen. And everyone's like, really, Billy? Nobody sits next to him. Billy has his own like private circle in the corner of the back of the classroom because he's just so off-putting. I don't understand what is up with Billy? I don't understand it, but he thought it was the funniest thing. The teacher could not find her pen. She ended up finding her pen, by the way, in case you were worried. But yeah, I only have one more class for this semester for this math class. So we'll see if Billy does anything interesting for the final. Maybe he won't even show up. I don't know. I don't know what Billy's problem is, but I thought it was quite interesting. So if you enjoyed that story, leave a like, let me know, leave a comment, let me know if you've ever had a Billy in your class, and I'll catch you guys next time. Much love.